And then there are folks like your member of Congress. We were glad chose public service. So thank you for helping her. You know, when you sent her there, she was going to do what she told you she was going to do. And she's going to fight for the principles and values that make our country special. So as long as she keeps running, we keep electing her and making sure she comes back to Congress to fight for you, your family, your business, this great community. But we really have enjoyed working with her. So in 46 days, I think we're going to win. Now, we shouldn't take anything. I think this campaign, this election is really about, I say 4 plus freedom. 4 key issues plus freedom is what's at stake. And if you think about it, in 20 months, we have went from a secure border to no border. We went from safe streets to record crime. We went from $2 gas to $5 gas. And we went from stable prices to a 41-year high inflation rate. Democrats have done that to American families, American business, American communities. And on top of that, they've attacked your fundamental freedoms. Your First Amendment free speech rights, your Second Amendment liberties, your Fourth Amendment due process liberties. They're trying to tell you that government's smarter than moms and dads when it comes to kids' education. Crazy. So I think that's what this campaign's about. And I think it's real important. We understand that for the first time in American history, you now have one of the major political parties, the Democrat Party, controlled by the left, and they don't like America. They don't like the values that make our country special. They don't like the principles. They don't like the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. They don't like freedom. And they not only don't like America, they don't like those of us who do. And that's scary. It's never happened before in history. It used to always be, you had the Republicans, Democrats, and they'd argue and debate about a few things, but deep down they all loved America. First time now they don't. And this idea that they're going to weaponize government to come after those of us who do love the country, we're seeing it every single day. And their attitude, remember the whole Mueller thing, the front page, and all those text messages back and forth. Remember that one? There's the one text message where Peter Strzok is in the Walmart in Northern Virginia, and he sends a message to Lisa Page. He says, "I can smell the Trump." Remember that? Right? Yeah. And that's how they think about it. Then there's who was it? The Buttigieg, who said that if you don't like $4 gas, just buy an electric vehicle. Kind of easy for you to say, dude, right? Up here, you might drive a few pickup trucks and all electric.
Then he moves to Michigan.
Stevanoff said that.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Buttigieg moves to Michigan.
Yeah, my favorite was Anderson Cooper. He's talking about Trump voters, and he says Trump voters stay at the Marriott and eat at the Olive Garden, because he's only eating at the 5-star and staying at the 5-star and hanging out with Ritz and all that stuff. So I was telling one group, I said, I don't know where I'm from. Olive Garden and Marriott's pretty good. Maybe Michigan's kind of like Ohio. So that's what's at stake, and what they're trying to do to our great country is really scary. So again, thank you for sending Lisa there to fight the good fight. I told someone earlier, it's not just anyone I'd come to Michigan for. Particularly, as Lisa said, we were Washington and Pittsburgh, and then here north of Detroit. Tonight I'm going to Toledo. Tomorrow I'm going to Chicago. I told someone, I said, I feel like Tommy Boy selling Callahan all the time. I love the place. So thank you also for helping President Trump. There are I like the guy. I feel fortunate. Many of you got to meet President Trump. I know Lisa has. You got a big event coming here next week, I think in your district, right? Yeah. Yes. So, but this guy loves the country. He loves our military, loves our veterans. He loves our law enforcement. And then we got the sheriff here. He loves regular people who make the country work. And he was willing. He has a great line. He says it every speech he did. He said it last week in Youngstown. He says, they come after me because I'm fighting for you. And that is so true. And I tell people, no president ever got more done, did more what he said he would do than this guy. And he did it.
Yeah! Yeah!
He did it with everyone against him. Every Democrat was against him. Everyone in the mainstream press was against him. Half the Republicans were against him. Most importantly, all the bureaucracy was against him. And in spite of that, he did what he said he would do. Early in the administration, one of my best friends, Mark Meadows, and I, this is probably late 2017, told us in the rally the other night. We were there in the West Wing, in one of the offices. I can't remember which one, but one of the offices, and they had a big whiteboard on the wall. And they had literally written down every single promise that President Trump made to we the people when he ran for the job in 2016. Conservatives on the court, reduce regulation, cut taxes, get out of the Iran deal, get out of the Paris Climate Accord, put conservative, just listing everything down there. And they were checking them off as they were getting them done. That's how you're supposed to go. That's that's doing what you said you would do. And the other thing I like about him is he just thinks like something. He hates losing. He hates losing. You know, there's that line in Moneyball, that movie. You ever seen the movie Moneyball? There's that line in there where Billy Bean says, "I hate losing. I hate losing more than I like winning, and I love to." Remember that movie? Yeah. That's President Trump's attitude. He's got a total American attitude. Set the goal, work hard, and go win, and fight for the people who do that day in and day out. And it's I called him on the night that that they raided his home. Stop and think about it for a second. Think about what we've seen in the last 6 weeks. This is how important this election is. In the last 6 weeks, Joe Biden and the Democrats have raided the home of a former president, taken the phone of a sitting member of Congress, called half the country fascists and extremists, said to that same half of the country that we're going to make you pay the student loan debt for the good Americans who vote Democrat, and if you don't like that, just remember, I signed legislation to unleash 87,000 IRS agents to come harass you, the taxpayer.
Yep.
That's right. That's what's at stake in this election when it comes to your freedom. So the night that President Trump was, they raided his home, I called him. It was about 11 o'clock at night, and I called him, and he gets on, "Jim, what's happening?" And I said, "Mr. President, how you doing?" He goes, "Jim, this is the best thing that ever happened to me." I'm like, "Well, maybe, Mr. President, but they raided your home, you know." It's like, kind of scary. So, you all know what's at stake, and it's worth the fight. And so, maybe the last thank you I would say is just thank you for being involved. I learned a long time ago that good things in life don't just happen. You want to accomplish anything that matters, anything that's significant, it takes time, it takes work, it takes effort. Most importantly, though, it takes a willingness to assume the risk associated with trying to do something worthwhile. Anytime you have a real serious and worthwhile goal, there's the risk you may not make it. There's the risk you're going to fail. And today in politics, there's definite risk that you're going to get attacked. I mean, left's going to come after you. I tell my colleagues all the time, if the mainstream press isn't saying something bad about you, you ain't doing anything too good. That's just how it works. But it's still not fun when they come after you. You know, I always like the line, Cal Thomas, Syndicated Collins, has a great line when he's talking about normal people here in the thumb of Michigan who have a great member of Congress, and the way we all think, and the way the elite national media, the New York Times, the Washington Post. And Cal Thomas has a great line. He says, "I get up every morning and read my Bible in the New York Times so I can see what each side's up to." That's kind of true. So thank you for being in the game and making a difference. And it's something worth fighting for. You all know it. That's why you're doing it. So God bless you all. Like I said, help her out. Any friends and family you have around in these important races that we have, these congressional races, help them. Any friends and family you got in Pennsylvania, Ohio, Wisconsin, those Senate races, make sure you encourage them to vote for the Dr. Oz has got to win. JD's going to win Ohio. Ron Johnson's probably my favorite senator in Wisconsin. We're going up there in a couple weeks to help him, but make sure you help him out. Absolutely. But it is a country, as you all know, we're fighting for. So God bless you all. Thank you.